Okay, so without further ado, if you want to go ahead and make your way to a seated position, so whatever that looks like for you. You can just stagger your shins in Sukhasana, one shin in front of the other. For those of you who have a block or a prop, you can also elevate the sits bones up on a prop, and that may help you open up a little more. Sometimes elevating the hips on a prop can just help align your spine a little better. And think of stacking your head over your heart over your hips. So the body is one nice straight line, the back is one straight line. And if it helps, visualize a string at your base of the spine, pulling all the way up through the crown of the head. And relax your shoulders back and down. Open your palms, and if it's helpful, maybe bring your thumbs to your index fingers. Then close your eyes. And with your eyes closed, take a moment and notice how your breath feels today.
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
So without worrying about trying to control your breath, just simply invite your mind to ride the wave of your breath, noticing the quality of your inhale and observing the quality of your exhale. Notice if your breath is fast or slow, shallow or deep, smooth or choppy. Just simply observe the natural quality of your breath, allowing it to flow in and flow out of the body. Then take a moment, mentally scan from your head to your toes and notice how you're feeling physically in this time and space as you scan from your head to your toes. And after completing that body scan, I invite you to take a moment, turn inward, silently acknowledge and accept how you're feeling mentally and emotionally today. Maybe ask yourself, is the mind clear? Is the mind cluttered? Are you focused? Are you scatterbrained? Are you calm or restless? Are you happy? Are you sad? Maybe you're a combination of many different things. And after that silent acknowledgement within, gently place your left hand on your heart, your right hand on your navel. Take a moment and simply honor yourself for showing up to this practice to refine the body, mind, and spirit for your sake and for all the lives that you influence. And when you're ready, I invite you to join me for 3 deep cleansing breaths. Take a deep inhale, fill up the belly first, feel the pressure of the hand on the navel. Then fill up the ribs and chest, feel the pressure of the hand on the chest. Pause, hold your breath at the top. Then open the mouth, slowly exhale, sighing it out, releasing physical stress. Next time, take a deeper inhale, expand more through the belly, more through the ribs, the chest. Pause, hold your breath. Open the mouth, slowly exhale, release any emotional stress. Third time, take an even bigger breath in. Expand through the belly, the ribs, the chest. Pause, hold your breath. Open the mouth, slowly exhale, releasing any distracting thoughts, any mental stress. Let it go. And now I invite you to shift to Ujjayi breath. You can relax the hands. Close the lips now. Gently constrict the throat now. Take a deep inhale through the nose. A longer breath out through the nose. Deep inhale through the nose. Longer, slower exhale through the nose. And continue to deepen your inhales and lengthen your exhales, finding your own pace, your own rhythm, as you set an intention for your practice. So now's an opportunity to just think of a state of being that you would like to cultivate, something you want to get out of this practice. And here's a quote for inspiration. Consider yoga as a window. The window is where curiosities meet. Insiders are curious about the outside, and outsiders are curious about the inside. When the window is opened, those who wander flow towards the place they wander. Those inside are out, those outside are in. Set wide the window, drink in the day. So if you think of the window as a metaphor in yoga, this is a nice reminder that yoga is as much an inward exploration as an outward exploration. So sometimes when we're in a certain yoga pose, we change our body outwardly. That can change how we feel inwardly. And when we have a mantra and we change how we feel inwardly, that can also affect our outward movement. So it's just something to keep in mind. If you want to set an affirmation related to this theme, maybe something like, I am exploring, I am curious, I am open, I'm adaptable, I am connected, mind and body, inward and outward. Any quality that you would like to call in, for the next 3 breaths, silently recite an affirmation or a mantra that's meaningful to you. 3 times for 3 breaths. And after the 3rd breath, the 3rd mantra, whenever you're ready, you're welcome to flutter the eyes open and remove your prop to the side if you were sitting on a prop, and just set it to the side for now. Make your way to Sukhasana, stacking one shin in front of the other, maybe the right shin first. Then take a big breath in, reach the hands out and overhead, and exhale, interlace your fingers behind the back of the head. So you're pressing your hands into your head into your hands, creating length and strength in the neck, and roll the shoulders back and down. Then inhale, as you open more through the chest, gaze up, and then exhale, draw your chin to your chest, elbows towards each other. We'll do a few more. Inhale, open the chest, drawing the elbows towards each other, gaze up, and exhale, chin to chest, elbows towards each other. Practice a few more rounds like this. This is sort of like a seated cat-cow, opening the front and back of the shoulders, opening the front and back of the neck. Take a few more rounds. Again, connecting your breath to your movement, and try to maintain Ujjayi breath as much as you can throughout practice. So breathing in and out through the nose, making sure your exhale is a little longer than your inhale to help you calm the nervous system, calm and focus the mind. Always focus more on listening to my verbal guidance. Only turn your head to see what I'm doing if something I'm saying is unclear. That will help you calm your nervous system when you close your eyes, and that will help you focus inward. Take a few more rounds just like this, opening the shoulders, opening the neck, arching and rounding the spine in a seated cat-cow. And then when you're ready, find a nice straight spine, head over heart, heart over hips. Pressing the head into the hands into the head. All we're going to do is inhale as we lift up tall, then exhale, lean forward with a flat back. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, lean forward with a flat back. Practice a few more like this. So the right shin in front of the left, opening the hips, keeping the back flat, working the core, and keep pressing the hands into the head into the hands, building strength and length in the neck. You can even take your thumbs and kind of press your thumbs into the base of the skull, so you're kind of lifting the skull a little bit. Just leaning forward and leaning back. Every time you bow forward, see if you can bow just a little deeper so you can really feel the stretch in the hips. And then when you're ready, take a big breath in, swing to the right hip, extend your left leg forward. Then take a big inhale, swing the left leg around. Inhale, draw the left foot forward. Exhale, swing it around. Inhale, swing the left foot forward. Exhale, swing it around. Using the core. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, bring it around. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, bring it around. Now inhale, reach the hands up overhead. And then exhale, twist to the right. So bring your right fingertips behind you, left hand on the outer right thigh, and gaze over the right shoulder. Take a big breath in, a long breath out. Inhale, back to center, then exhale, twist to the left. Inhale as you lift up taller. Exhale, twist deeper, gaze over the left shoulder. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Then inhale back to center. Release your fingertips behind you. Now you're going to float this right foot up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring your hands to your hearts. You're going to use the core. So inhale, lift the hips. And exhale, lower. A few more. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now inhale, bring your left leg back in front of you. Reach your hands up. Exhale, bring your right palm behind the shoulder, reaching the left arm high to the ceiling. Now we're going to lift the hips as we press our right palm into the mat, using the core. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower. A few more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now inhale, lift up tall. Then exhale, bow your forehead to your left shin, flexing through the left foot. Inhale, lengthen more through the spine. And exhale, bow a little deeper. Inhale, lengthen more through the spine. And exhale, bow a little deeper. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you deepen. Now inhale, lift the torso up. Draw your left knee to your chest. Interlace your fingers behind the left thigh. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. One more. Inhale, straighten. Then exhale, plant your left foot forward. Hands to heart. You're going to lift the hips again, pressing into your left foot. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. A few more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Now slide your left shin in front of the right shin. And we're going to do that same sequence on the opposite side. Inhale, interlace your, swoop the hands out and up. And then exhale, interlace your fingers behind your head. So you can take your thumbs and kind of press them into that pressure point at the base of the skull. So you're creating lift through the neck and strength. Shoulders back and down, drawing the elbows towards each other. Now inhale as you lift up tall. Exhale, bow forward with a flat back until you feel a stretch in the hips. Several more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow. Now this time, inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate to your left hip. Draw your right leg forward. Inhale, bring the right foot back. And exhale, draw it forward. Inhale, draw it back. Exhale, draw it forward. Inhale, draw it back. Exhale, draw it forward. Inhale, draw it back. Exhale, draw it forward. This time, inhale, draw it back. Reach your hands up overhead. And exhale, twist to the left. Left fingers behind you, right hand on the outer left thigh. Gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale as you lift up tall. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, lift up taller. Exhale, twist deeper. And then inhale back to center. And exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, bring your right leg forward. Inhale, reach the hands up overhead. And exhale, plant your left palm behind your hip. Right arm reaches high. Now we're going to lift the hips, pressing the left palm behind the back. Inhale, lift the hips. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now inhale, lift up tall. And exhale, bow, forehead to right shin. Inhale, lengthen more through the spine. And exhale, bow deeper. Inhale, lengthen more through the spine. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lift the head over heart, heart over hips. Exhale, swing your right leg back behind you. Now we're going to lift this left leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to play with lifting the hips. So this is where pads under the knees may or may not come in handy. Inhale, lift the hips. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, bring your right leg forward. And exhale, plant your right foot in front of you now. So we're going to keep the hands at the heart, lifting the hips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, draw your knee to your chest. Interlace your fingers behind the right thigh. And inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Now inhale, cross your ankles, roll over your shins, plant your palms, make your way to tabletop. Stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, fingers spread wide. So for here, I invite you to take your block, if you have one, and just bring your block behind your right knee. So you're going to have to squeeze the block with the muscles of the leg to keep the block from falling. So shoulders should be over wrists, hips over knees, fingers spread wide. Now really squeeze the block with your right leg. Inhale, lift the heel high to the ceiling. Then exhale, draw the knee to the nose. Inhale, press the heel to the ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Now inhale, draw the right knee to the side. Then exhale, circle it down. Inhale, right knee to the side. Exhale, circle it down. Inhale, knee to the side. Exhale, circle it down. Inhale, knee to the side. Exhale, circle it down. Lower your right leg. Take your block and bring your block behind the left knee. Again, if you don't have a block, you can use a pillow, a book, a towel. Just consciously squeezing something that's mostly soft. This is a foam block. Shoulders over wrists, gripping the mat with the fingers and knuckles. Inhale, press the heel towards the ceiling. Then exhale, draw the left knee to the nose. Inhale, press the left heel towards the ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, heel to ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, heel to ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose. Now inhale, draw the left knee to the left. Exhale, circle it around. Inhale, knee to left. Exhale, circle it around. Inhale, knee to the side. Exhale, circle it down. Inhale, knee to the side. Exhale, circle it down. Lower your left leg. Take your block, and you can just leave your block at the front of your mat for now. Now take a deep breath in. Exhale, come down on your forearms. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, lower the forearms down. A few more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forearms lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now this time, inhale, lift, tuck the toes. Exhale, use your core to lift your hips and lower your heels, downward dog. So press the fingertips down and forward like you're trying to press the front edge of the mat away from you. Rotate the inner arches of the elbows forward. Press the shoulders away from the ears. Knit in the ribs, gaze at the belly, pressing the heels down and out towards the earth. And if it feels good, pedal out the feet several times, just bending one knee and then the other. Opening the hamstrings, opening the hips. Maybe sway the hips, maybe rock your head. And enjoy your breath in this full body stretch. Enjoy any subtle movements that feel good to you. And then when you're ready, find stillness in your downward dog. Take a deep inhale, lift the heels, round the spine vertebrae by vertebrae to plank. So hips line with shoulders, shoulders over wrists. Lengthening through the crown of the head, lengthening through the heels. Now if this is too much, you always have the option to lower your knees in assisted plank. That's optional. Now take a deep breath in. Exhale, use the core. Lift the hips and lower the heels, downward dog. We'll practice a few more rounds like that. Inhale, lift the heels, undulate forward to plank or assisted plank. Exhale, lift the hips, lower the heels, down dog. Again, inhale, round the spine to plank or assisted. Exhale, lift the hips, lower the heels, down dog. Inhale, rotate to plank or assisted. And exhale, lift the hips, lower the heels, down dog. Inhale, look between your thumbs. And exhale, tiptoe your feet towards your hands until you arrive at a forward fold. Keeping a soft bend of the knees, make sure the feet are nice and straight, making an 11. Feet about 2 fists apart. Inhale, halfway lift, fingers to shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Flip your palms, press the tops of the hands into the mat in front of your feet. Stay here or go deeper. Slide your hands underneath your feet so the toes massage the inside of your wrists, driving the elbows outward, bending your knees as much as you need to touch your chest to your thighs, lifting the hips high. Maybe rock your head yes and no. Maybe gently sway. And as you breathe into this full body stretch, notice any thoughts in your mind right now. If your mind is trying to cling to any worries of the past or future, see if you can let those worries go for now. Allow your breath to ground you to the present moment, and allow your breath to anchor you to that intention you set for yourself. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, gently release your hands from under your feet. Now take a deep inhale. Exhale, bend the knees slowly, curl up the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly stacking your head over your heart and your heart over your hips, making your way to mountain pose. So make sure your feet are nice and straight, making an 11, toes spread wide. Feel your weight distribute evenly on all 4 corners of your feet. Practice rooting through the heels, lifting the kneecaps, slightly tucking in the tailbone. Practice scooping your lower belly in and up on each exhale, activating the core. Relax your shoulders back and down. Reach down through the fingertips. Feel the chest open, the upper body engage. Draw the chin in and lift through the crown of the head. Take a moment, feel this alignment, breathe. And now we'll practice some variations of Sun Series B. Inhale, bend the knees, sink the hips, reach the hands up, chair pose. So check your alignment. Make sure the knees are over the ankles, the tailbone tucked, navel in, shoulders back and down. Really reach through the fingertips, gaze upward. Inhale, sink the hips lower, reach the hands higher. And exhale, straighten the legs, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, plant your palms, step or lightly float to plank. Lower the knees. Draw the elbows into the ribs, lower your chest and chin, hips stay raised at first. Then inhale, untuck your toes, pull your chest forward and up, baby cobra. And exhale, plant your palms, tuck your toes. Option to press up to tabletop or plank. Then lift your hips and lower your heels, downward dog. Inhale, look between your thumbs, bend your knees, step, or see how lightly you can hop forward to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, straighten the legs, hands to heart. So that's the most gentle variation of Sun Series B. You're welcome to stick with that variation throughout practice, or we'll practice those others. Inhale to chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, plant your palms, step or float back to plank. You can lower knees, chest, chin, or this time keep your knees lifted and lower to chaturanga. So inhale, shift your weight a little forward. Exhale, draw the elbows into the ribs. Once the shoulders line with elbows, inhale, pull your chest forward and up. So remember, you always have the option of cobra or up dog with straighter arms, shoulders back and down. Gripping the mat with the fingertips, tops of the feet press into the mat. And if you're in up dog, maybe float your knees. Now take a deep inhale. Exhale, use your core. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward dog. Inhale, look between your thumbs, bend your knees. Step or lightly float to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten the legs, hands to heart. Third variation, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant the palms, step or float back to plank, or this time maybe try floating straight back to chaturanga. So elbows over wrists, shoulders line with elbows. Then do some extra push-ups this time if you want that power. So the knees can be lowered or lifted. Then on your next inhale, open the chest to cobra or up dog. And exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Inhale, look between your thumbs, bend your knees, step or lightly float. Now if you're working on your float, try kicking your heels to your hips in the air as you float to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. And exhale, straighten the legs, hands to heart. I invite you to join me for 3 more rounds of Sun Series B. Remember your options. You can lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. You can jump back to plank or jump straight back to chaturanga. You can do extra push-ups or not. Most importantly, connect 1 breath per movement. The intensity is up to you. The variation's up to you. We'll practice 3 more rounds. Breath to movement. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, plant your palms, step or float back to plank. Lower knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. Maybe do a double push-up. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, travel to the front, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, hands to heart. 2 more. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, go through your own variation of vinyasa. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa. Choose your own variation. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. And exhale, straighten the legs, hands to heart. And I invite you to close your eyes for the next few breaths. Take a moment. Notice how you're feeling outward in the body. Observe how you're feeling inward in the mind. If your mind has wandered, gently bring your awareness back to your breath, back to your body, back to the intention, the affirmation that you set for yourself. And when you're ready, we'll practice some more Sun Series B, but adding on some other poses. Inhale, back to chair pose. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, go through your own variation of vinyasa. Inhale, open the chest. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale, float the right leg high to the ceiling. 3-legged dog. Exhale, draw the right heel to the hip. Open the hip and open the quad. Then if it feels good, circle out your right knee. When you're ready, square your hips. Inhale, straighten the right leg high. 3-legged dog. Then exhale, draw your right knee to your nose and hover here. Inhale, straighten the right leg back higher. Three-legged dog. Exhale, draw your right knee to your right shoulder and hover. Inhale, straighten the right leg back. Exhale, right knee to left shoulder, hover. Inhale, straighten the right leg back as high as you can. Then exhale, draw your right knee to your nose. Step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. So the right knee is over the ankle, the tailbone is tucked, the navel is in, shoulders back and down. Now take a deep breath in and exhale, interlace your fingers behind you, behind the head. So you're pressing the head into the hands into the head like we did before. Tailbone tucked, navel in, shoulders back and down. Now inhale as you straighten your right leg. Exhale, bend the left knee to hover. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend the left knee to hover. So keep the right leg straight. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend the left knee to hover. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend the left knee to hover. Now this time, inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend the left knee to hover and twist to the right. Inhale, straighten the left leg as you twist to the left. Exhale, bend the left knee to hover as you twist to the right. Inhale, straighten the left leg, twist to the left. Exhale, bend the left knee to hover, twist to the right. Inhale, straighten the left leg, twist to the left. Exhale, bend the left knee to hover, twist to the right. Now inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend the right knee and the left knee. Slowly lower the left knee all the way down. Now inhale, bend the right knee, twist to the left. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Dig the right heel into the mat as you twist to the right. A few more like that. Inhale, bend the right knee, twist to the left. Exhale, shift the hips back, straighten the right leg, twist to the right. Inhale, bend the right knee, lunge forward, twist to the left. Exhale, straighten the right leg, twist to the right. Now this time, inhale, bend the right knee, twist to the left. Then exhale, straighten the right leg and just lean to the left. Inhale, bend the right knee. Maybe think of taking the right elbow in front of the right knee. Then exhale, straighten the right leg, lean to the left. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. One more. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Now inhale, bring your hands over your head. Now exhale, see if you can lift up the right knee, lifting up the right heel. Inhale, extend the right leg forward. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. So that's really not easy. Just making the effort is great for core and many other things. Now see if you can just try floating the right foot an inch above the mat, focusing the eyes. Deep breath in, long breath out. Deep breath in, and then exhale, bring the right leg back to meet the left. So this is where patting the knees with a blanket or a towel may or may not come in handy. Inhale, shoulders to ears. Exhale, shoulders back and down. Inhale, shoulders to ears. Exhale, shoulders back and down. Inhale, shoulders to ears. Exhale, shoulders back and down. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, roll your chin to your chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. And exhale, roll the chin to the chest. Do a few more rounds like this. All you're doing is releasing tension in the neck. Should feel good. Inhale, ear to shoulder, and exhale, chin to chest. Then inhale, reach your arms up overhead, and exhale, circle the arms around. Bring your palms to the lower back, fingers face down. Drawing the elbows towards each other to touch. Take a big breath in, and exhale, just press your hips forward until you feel an opening in the chest, a stretch in the front of the hips, gazing upward. Deep breath in, long breath out. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Now inhale, reach the hands up overhead, then exhale, plant your palms forward, lower down to a push-up. Inhale, lift up, and then exhale, lean forward, lower to a push-up. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, lean forward, push up. Inhale, lift up, exhale, lean forward, push up. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, lean forward, push up. This time, tuck your toes, lift the knees, take a big inhale, then exhale, lift the hips, downward dog. Deep breath in, long breath out. Inhale, look between your thumbs, bend your knees, step or lightly float to halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. And exhale, straighten the legs, hands to heart. So I invite you to close your eyes for the next few breaths. Just take a moment, take inventory. Notice how your breath feels and how your body feels. Notice what's going on in your mind. Let go of any thoughts that may not be serving you. Let go of any judgment or expectation. Let go of any inner criticism. Bring your awareness back to that intention you set at the beginning of class. And when you're ready, we're going to explore that same sequence on the opposite side. Inhale, back to chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, plant your palms, step or float back to plank, lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Go through your own variation of vinyasa. Inhale, open the chest, and exhale, downward dog. This time, inhale, float your left leg high to the ceiling, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw your left heel to your hip, and open the hip, open the quad. And if it feels good, circle out that left knee. And then when you're ready, square the hips. Inhale, straighten the left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw your left knee to your nose and hover, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, straighten the left leg back higher, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to left shoulder, hover. Inhale, straighten the left leg back even higher. Exhale, left knee to right shoulder, hover. Inhale, straighten the left leg back as high as you can. And exhale, draw your left knee to your nose. Gently step your left foot between your hands. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. So left knee over ankle, tailbone tucked, navel in, shoulders back and down, the right heel over the ball of the right foot. Focus the eyes. Take a big breath in. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your head, pressing the head into the hands into the head. Now inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend the right knee to hover. Keep the left leg straight. Inhale, straighten the back leg. Exhale, bend the back knee to hover. Inhale, straighten the back leg. Exhale, bend the right knee to hover. A few more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Now this time, inhale, straighten as you twist the torso to the right. Exhale, bend the right knee to hover as you twist the torso to the left. Inhale, straighten the right leg, twist to the right. Exhale, bend the right knee to hover, twist to the left. Inhale, straighten, twist to the right. Exhale, bend the right knee to hover, twist to the left. One more. Inhale, straighten and twist. Exhale, bend and twist. Now this time, inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend both knees and slowly lower the right knee all the way down. Now inhale, lunge forward as you twist to the right. Exhale, shift the hips back, straighten the left leg, twist to the left. A few more like that. Inhale, lunge forward, twist to the right. Exhale, straighten the left leg, twist to the left. Inhale, lunge forward, twist to the right. Exhale, shift back, twist to the left. Now this time, inhale as you lunge forward. Just lower your left elbow inside the left knee. Then exhale, shift back, lean to the right. Inhale, lunge forward, left elbow inside the left knee. Exhale, shift back, lean to the right. Again, inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, lunge forward. And exhale, shift back. Now inhale, straighten the spine, head over heart, heart over hips. Remember, you can always pad the right knee if you need to. Exhale, bend the left knee. See if you can float your left foot above the mat. It's not easy. Focus the eyes, activate the core. Inhale, straighten the left leg forward. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Now see if you can just keep the left leg bent as you float the left heel an inch above the mat. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. And then exhale. Bring your left knee to meet the right. Big breath in. And exhale, release your hands by your hips. Just circle the shoulders now. Inhale, shoulders to ears. Exhale, shoulders back and down. Inhale, shoulders to ears. Exhale, shoulders back and down. Inhale, shoulders to ears. Exhale, keep the shoulders back and down. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, roll your chin to your chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. And exhale, roll your chin to your chest. Practice a few more rounds like this. Just releasing tension in the neck. It should feel good. Deep breaths in. Long breaths out. And on your next inhale, lift the head over heart, heart over the hips. Circle the arms up and around. Then plant your palms on your lower back, fingers face down. Moving to camel pose, take a big breath in. Exhale, press the hips forward until you feel a gentle opening in the chest. Maybe stay here, or this time, maybe go a little deeper. Reach one hand towards the heel, the other hand towards the other heel, pressing the hips forward, opening the chest. And as you breathe into this heart-opening pose, maybe think of inviting specific qualities into your heart space. Qualities like love, compassion, gratitude. Deep breaths in, long breaths out. Deep breath in. On your next exhale, slowly lift the torso back up. Inhale, reach your hands forward. Gently place your palms underneath your shoulders, chaturanga push-up. Inhale, lift back up on the knees, and then exhale, plant your palms, chaturanga push-up. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, lower to a push-up. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, lower to a push-up. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, lower to a push-up. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, lower to a push-up. This time, inhale, tuck the toes, float the knees to plank, and exhale, lift the hips, lower the heels, downward dog. Deep breath in, long breath out. Inhale, look between your thumbs, step or lightly float to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. And exhale, straighten the legs, hands to heart. And I invite you to close your eyes for the next few breaths. Just take a moment, take inventory. Notice how your breath feels, how your body feels, and observe the thoughts in your mind. Bring your awareness back to your intention, the affirmation you set for yourself. When you're ready, you're welcome to open the eyes. If you have a prop, grab your block or whatever prop you're using. Focus the eyes forward. We're going to play with a little balance move. First, feel your footing in mountain pose. So make sure the feet are straight, making an 11. Root through the heels, lift the kneecaps, slight tuck of the tailbone. Scooping the lower belly in and up on your exhales, shoulders back and down. Focus the eyes on something still, that's your drishti. Now take a deep breath in. Exhale, shift your weight to your left foot. Draw your right knee to your chest, and then pass your prop from your right hand to your left. Inhale, pass the block to your right hand. Exhale, pass it underneath your leg to your left. Inhale, pass it above the head to your right hand, and exhale, pass it underneath the leg to the left. Inhale, pass it to the right. Exhale, pass it underneath to the left. Inhale, pass it to the right, and exhale, pass it to the left. Inhale, pass it to the right, then exhale, press your right leg back behind you, warrior 3 variation. So imagine you're pressing your right foot into a wall. Now shift your gaze down to a still point on the floor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, pass the prop behind your back. Inhale, pass it forward above your head. Exhale, pass the prop behind your back. Inhale, pass it forward. Exhale, pass it behind you. Inhale, pass it forward. Exhale, pass it behind you. Inhale, pass it forward. Exhale, draw your right knee toward your chest and plant your right foot back by your left, hands to heart. Deep breath in, long breath out. So now we're going to practice those balance challenges on the opposite side. Remember, really feel your footing in mountain pose. Make sure your feet are straight, making an 11, toes spread wide. Tailbone tucked, navel in on your exhale, shoulders back and down. Focus the eyes, take a big breath in. Exhale, shift your weight to your right foot, draw your left knee to your chest. Inhale, take the right hand, pass it to the left. Then exhale, pass it above your head. Inhale, pass it underneath the left leg. Exhale, pass it above your head. Inhale, pass it underneath the left leg. Exhale, pass it above your head. Inhale, pass it underneath the left leg. Exhale, pass it above your head. Inhale, pass it under the leg. Exhale, pass it above your head. Now take a deep inhale. Exhale, press your left foot back behind you, warrior 3 variation. So imagine you're pressing your left foot into a wall. Lift through the inner left thigh to square your hips. Left toes face down. Focus the eyes down on the mat, on something still. Inhale, pass your prop behind your back. Exhale, pass it in front of the head. Inhale, pass it behind the back. Exhale, pass it in front of the head. Inhale, pass it behind. Exhale, pass it forward. Inhale, pass it behind. Exhale, pass it forward. Inhale, pass it behind. Exhale, pass it forward. Inhale, straighten the spine, standing staff. And exhale, back to mountain pose, hands to heart. And toe heel your feet, mat width apart. Heels in, toes out. Take a big breath in. And exhale, bend your knees, sink your hips to Malasana. You can keep the prop in your hands, or you can just toss the prop to the side, palms together. Shoulders back and down, elbows pressed to thighs, thighs into elbows, heels stay grounded. Lift through the crown of the head. Close the eyes. And for the next 3 breaths, I invite you to silently recite your personal mantra 3 times for 3 breaths. When you're ready, gently bring your hands behind your hips, lower the hips on the mat. Knees to chest, plant your feet. Inhale, reach the hands forward. Exhale, slowly curl the spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Cross your right leg over the left, scoot your hips to the right, open the arms, big breath in. Exhale, rotate the knees to the left as you turn your head to the right. Shoulders stay flat. Deep twist, deep breath in. Slower breath out. Take a couple more breaths. Maybe visualize detoxifying the spine, wringing out the spine, detoxifying the kidneys. Maybe think of releasing any energy that's no longer serving you well. And on your next exhale, release and switch sides. Left leg crosses over right. Scoot your hips an inch to the left. Big breath in. Exhale, rotate the knees to the right. Gaze to the left. Deep breath in. Slower breath out. If the crossed legs are too much, just uncross them. Find a variation of a twist that feels best for you. Maybe visualize wringing out the spine of toxins and impurities. With each slow exhalation, maybe think of releasing any energy that's no longer serving your highest good. And on your next exhale, slowly release, uncross the legs. Inhale, draw your knees to your chest. And exhale, take the hands on the outer edges of the feet, stretch the legs and hips, happy baby. Maybe play with straightening one leg, then straightening the other leg, maybe straighten both legs. Take the next few breaths to tune into your body and any stretches or movements that your body's telling you it needs. Honor that for the next few breaths. Whenever you feel ready, I invite you to bring the soles of your feet together. Lower your feet beneath your hips, widen the knees. Grab the inner arches of the elbows up overhead, opening the shoulders and chest. Close the eyes. Deep breath in. Slower breath out. Allow your breath to grow longer and deeper. Allow your breath to self-soothe and self-heal. Send yourself gratitude for your practice, for showing up, working hard, maybe trying something new, maybe pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, prioritizing self-care and growth for your sake, for others. Perhaps bring your awareness back to the intention you set. Consider yoga as a window. The window is where curiosities meet. Insiders are curious about the outside, and outsiders are curious about the inside. When the window is open, those who wander flow towards the place they wander. Those inside are out, those outside are in. Set wide the window, drink in the day. Whenever you feel ready, gently extend your legs long. Allow the toes to rotate outward. Allow the hands to rest on either side of your hips. Open the palms, close the eyes, and completely surrender to gravity in Shavasana. Allow the body and the mind to absorb and integrate and heal from your practice. And I'll be silent for the next minute as we close the eyes and invite healing, integration, and restoration in Shavasana. Whenever you feel ready, gently bring your awareness back to your breath and back to your body. Maybe gently circle your wrists, circle your ankles, maybe rock your head, inviting gentle movement back into the body. If it feels good, on an inhale, do a full body stretch. And as you exhale, gently roll to one side of your body. Keeping your eyes closed and your awareness inward, take your time as you gently press yourself back up to a comfortable seated position. Noticing the quality of your breath as you gently come to a seat. Notice if your breath feels different from when we started. Notice if your body feels different. Take a moment, observe any subtle shifts in your mood, your mind, your energy. Perhaps reflect on your personal intention. I'll do 3 cleansing breaths, and the third time I'll chant Om to seal our practice with peace. You're welcome to join. Deep inhale, fill up the belly, the ribs, the chest. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Inhale, fill up all the way. Nice long cleansing exhale. Inhale for Om. Bring your hands to your heart. If you'd like to join me for a final moment of gratitude, just think of one thing in your life that you feel grateful for today. Any one thing, big or small, that you feel grateful for in your life. And allow this grateful feeling to grow, wash over you. And may this grateful feeling carry with you. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your practice. I hope you feel challenged and worked out, stretched out, calm, centered, present. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or any specific requests for next time, please type a message, let me know. But otherwise, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Recording stopped.
Okay, everyone. Anybody who is following along? John, let me know how you're feeling. Anybody who followed along, I'd love to hear feedback. I'd love to know how that practice felt for you. And if you have any additional questions, comments, or concerns. Sorry, I forgot to bring my mic with me. So, now's an opportunity for me to be a little more interactive now that the hour flow is done. So, any questions, comments, concerns, if you want any additional guidance, any additional support, now's the time to let me know. So, if you have any questions about any of the poses I suggested, any of the options I offered, if you want to talk more about the quote I read, anything, just let me know. I have time today to chat, so feel free to ask me anything. I'm going to try to catch up with the chat here. Hi, Jack. How are you? Were you following along with the yoga sequence today, or did you just jump on? Hello, hello. Thank you, John, for buying a subscription for someone. I really appreciate that. Oh, John also cheered 3 bits. All right. So anytime I get bits, I do a kick and spontaneous qigong, which otherwise means dancing in chaos. So John donated some bits, so here we go. Whee! Yay! If anybody wants to dance with me like a goofball, get up and dance and celebrate with me. Thank you so much for the bits, John. I do put a lot of time and thought into these yoga sequences, so I really appreciate bits and buying that subscription for Nina Ria. It was so nice of you, John. Thank you. Oh, so you just finished your workout. So you were not working out with me. You just jumped on Twitch after your personal workout, Jack? Hello, KK Christoph, 1998. How are you? Oh, hi, Ludprem. How are you? Hello, Sergesina and Henry Fernandez. Hello, hello. Let me know how you guys are doing and if you are following along with my yoga sequence that I created for you today. I'd love to hear any feedback. Let me know how that practice felt for you. Any questions, comments, concerns? Now's the time to let me know. Mohammed, hi, how are you? What kind of workout did you do today, Jack? Good morning, everyone, says ABC Man 211. So it's not morning here. I'm in Georgia. It's not morning in Georgia. It is afternoon. Where are you from, ABC Man? Vinyasa yoga is a dynamic yoga practice. So Vinyasa yoga is technically, it means connecting breath to movement. Vinyasa yoga can be an active practice or it can be a gentle practice. Every sequence is totally different. There's a lot of room for creativity and change and dynamic movement in Vinyasa yoga. So I come up with sequences where we work out the full body, we build strength, flexibility, and of course stress relief, mindfulness. Yoga is meditative after all, so it's an all-encompassing type of flow. Yes, you can do styles of yoga in a chair, absolutely. Typically, the types of classes I'm sharing here on Twitch, the style I've been sharing here is a little more active, but you can also always modify. So if you're watching a live stream yoga session, you can do all the upper body stuff while you're in a chair, or you can do the best you can just sitting in a chair. Find your own variation of poses. I always encourage students to listen to their body and find your own unique modification of that pose. Does that make sense? Yes, we definitely did a lot of core, Mopar. So you might feel a little sore tomorrow. Drink lots of water. Maybe do some more up dogs, stretching the core. But having core strength affects every other part of our body. So our body is one moving part. So it's important to work the core for health and wellness, to function optimally. The core is very important. Namaste, John. Welcome, Salam. Oh, hello, Salam. Welcome, Salam. I didn't see you say hello. It keeps saying you're away from keyboard, John. But yes, ABC Man, where are you from? Salam is hello in Arabic. Oh, Arabic. Okay. Gotcha. So salam just means hello. Got you. I thought salam was like a person you were talking to. That makes sense. Thank you for following me, ABC Man. Thank you for following me, Mohammed. Salam. Hello, John. Being on your knees, back straight, leaning forward, and using the core to get back straight was really tricky. Yeah, that one is really, really tricky. So if you feel wobbly, if you feel off balance, that's okay. Just laugh it off, do the best you can. Remember, simply just making the effort to get in those poses takes a lot of strength, just making the effort. So whether it looks graceful or not doesn't matter. As long as you're working the muscles, you're building balance, you're building strength, and you're building coordination. So it just takes time. But that was definitely a very tricky move. So be patient with yourself as always. Nightbot just shared my Discord channel. So if any of you want to chat off of Twitch, feel free to join the Discord link that Nightbot just shared. And Nightbot should have shared my donation link as well. Any of you want to donate to support my work? Any donation is helpful. Even $1, that's all you can afford. I just shared the donation link. I do put a lot of time and energy into crafting these sequences for you guys. So any amount is helpful. I'm happy to be here though. So if times are tough and you can't afford to donate, that's okay. I'm still happy to be here. But if you can't afford just a couple dollars, that's the link. Oh, thank you, John. And bits are nice too. You're welcome to share bits or click on my donate link. Thank you, John. Anytime someone donates or I get bits, I do a little happy dance. So if you guys want a happy dance with me, I like to do a kick. Wee! Yay! So this is what we call in Qigong dancing in chaos. Thank you, John. Appreciate you, John. Thank you for supporting my work. Also, Nightbot just shared my online private coaching website. So I love teaching group classes for you guys, but everyone has different needs. So some people need customized sequences. So if you are interested in working with me one-on-one, you're welcome to click that link, yogaflowwithkim.online, for more information about my one-on-one private coaching business. Oh, you donated bits for Mopar. Thank you, John. Happy dance whenever I get bits. Wee-hee! Yay! Yay! Thank you, John. It's so nice of you. Thank you for the bits. John is basically a sponsor, yeah. Vocabulary word sequence. Okay, so you're asking what sequence means? Sequence means a series of movements. A sequence, a routine. So every routine is different. Every time I come up with these sequences, I'm coming up with specific movements that are unique each day. And the type of routine or sequence is designed very carefully to target certain muscle groups, to target certain areas of the body in an overall balanced and harmonious way that's really good for you and really good for your health. So I come up with every day I teach, I spend a lot of time coming up with and creating these types of sequences for you guys. That's what a sequence is. A sequence is a series of movements. So if you notice in Vinyasa Yoga, we often do a series of movements on one side of the body. Then we do that same series of movements on the other side of the body. Those are movements that I come up with each time because variety is really good for you. I could just do the same routine and the same sequence every time, but I think that would get boring after a while. And it's really good for your body and your mind to have change and variety. But I really appreciate the donations. The donations just helps ensure that I can still carve out this time for you guys on Twitch. The emote. Did I explain the sequence word carefully? Does that make sense? And another way to support my work, if you can't afford a couple bucks to spend, here is a YouTube link with lots of free content. Just clicking subscribe on my YouTube channel does help support me. So if you want to click that link, Yoga Flow with Kim on YouTube, there's tons of free content on there. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe, but that is also a way to support my work. The definition was perfect, teacher. Okay, good. Sometimes it's hard for me to think about synonymous words. So, any other questions, comments, concerns about the sequence or the routine, the series of movements that I showed you guys today? If you also have any questions about nutrition or health in general, I'm a certified health coach, so that's what I do with my clients one-on-one. So I'm just here to answer your questions. Ask me anything. I'm here to support. Thank you, John. For those of you who practice along with my class, you probably did sweat a lot, so drink lots of water. Hydrate. Hydration is very, very important. You need to start walking tomorrow. So how is your back doing, John? Are you still feeling lower back pain at all? Or if you want to update me, I'd love to know how you're doing. I think we got a lot of creeps today. They saw that you were seriously teaching and left. Oh no. Well, that's okay. I mean, if people are just interested in, if I want to teach people that want to learn yoga. So if they're not interested in learning yoga, then there's no point of them being here. If they're not interested in learning things that can really help their health, then they don't really belong here. So that's okay. I'm also happy to just chit chat about other topics. My areas of expertise are health and wellness, but I'm also a performing artist. I'm an actor, a filmmaker, and a director, a producer, a writer. So if anybody watching wants to chat about art, especially performance art, that's another area I'd be happy to chat about. Or we can just chat about anything. I'm just here to offer support. Hello, Rajko. How are you? But yeah, how did the filming go? Oh, thanks for asking, Mopar. Yeah, last Thursday I left earlier than I typically do, to film a commercial. So I got hired to film a chiropractic commercial. Yoga and chiropractic work kind of go hand in hand. They work together to help correct any imbalances in the body. So a chiropractor hired me to basically act like I'm a patient, but he knew that I could do all the stretches because I'm a yoga instructor. So that's what I worked on. It was a pretty easy shoot, and everyone was very considerate and professional and respectful, so that was nice. Update. Back is feeling better. Strangely, I'm not really taking meds either. I've been working on back more at the gym with machines. Okay, good. I'm so glad to hear your back's feeling better. So whenever you're doing workouts, just make sure you're giving yourself enough time to rest. Rest and recovery is just as important, is more important actually, when you're healing from a back pain or an injury. So it's good to work the muscles a little bit, but also make sure you're resting. The type of pillow that you're sleeping on can also make a difference, and the position you're sleeping in can also make a difference. So it's just something to keep in mind. Snack, crackle, pop. What do you mean, snack, crackle, pop? Kaiser still has me signed up with pain management. Oh, that's nice. Well, I'm glad Kaiser still has you signed up with pain management. That's great. Snack, crackle, pop? What makes you say that, Mopar? Away from the keyboard, phone call. Chiropractic is a treatment where a practitioner called a chiropractor uses their hands to help relieve problems with the bones, muscles, and joints. Yes, that's correct. Oh, I gotcha. That's where the snack, crackle, pop. I gotcha. It's a chiropractic reference. That's funny. I see what you're saying now. That's funny. Yes, chiropractors can make you pop. And yoga and chiropractic work going hand in hand can really be very healing. Snack, crackle, pop. Any updates on the garden? Yeah, so I just ordered some brand new soil that is 50% warm castings, 50% soil, really fine. This special type of soil that my friend who's a certified permaculturist recommended, I ordered that online. So that soil will be here on Friday. So I'm going to start the seeds on Friday. I bought all these little seeds. I'm going to start beans. I'm going to start kale and carrots. Lots of tomatoes, cucumbers, lots of different seeds. I'm going to start on Friday, and then I got little pea pots, and I'm going to start them once they grow for a couple weeks. I'm going to take those seedlings and transplant them into the garden. So I'm really excited about that. I looked up, every area has a different gardening zone. So Atlanta, Georgia has a very specific zone. So I looked up the certain types of produce that are good to plant in the next few weeks. So I'm starting those seeds on Friday because the specific soil that I was looking for, they didn't have it at Home Depot. They didn't have it at Pike's Nursery. I just had to order it online. It's really hard to find really good quality organic soil. I forgot to tell you, I'm receiving chiropractic treatments every Monday and Friday. Oh, good. Yeah, hopefully those chiropractic treatments will be really helpful. And doing stretches more. Good. Anthurium plants. I'm not sure about anthurium plants. I'm not familiar with those. Oh, I would love to grow peaches. It's not the planting season for a peach tree or something like that isn't great right now in June. So I looked up the specific things that are good to plant in June. I'm going to start those seeds. I wanted to start the seeds last week, but I couldn't find that soil. And I want to follow the guidance of the certified permaculturist who is the expert on how to grow things organically so you get the optimal amount of nutrients. Yes, there was a full moon and a super moon. When was the full moon? Was the super moon this week, right? Was it last night or the night before? I'm into tropicals. So it's a tropical plant, that's what you're talking about? It's tropical. That's cool. Yeah, I love all plants. In my little garden room here, I have some wandering Jew, and I have some specific types of plants that are really good for purifying the air. But I'm also excited to start all my seeds. I'm going to start kale, carrots, tomatoes, lots of healthy produce. So Monday or Tuesday, that's what I thought. I thought yesterday was the supermoon. We can look it up. Japanese Zen garden and cactus. Yeah, eventually I will get a Zen garden with more cactus. Eventually I still need to get more cactus for the yoga studio. Yeah, wandering Jew. I don't know if you guys can hear that. My throat is feeling rather scratchy today. I don't know why. It feels like there's like something stuck in my throat. It's really strange. Hopefully it'll go away soon. I always get nervous when that happens because it affects my work because I'm supposed to be teaching classes all day and taping auditions. But yes, I already have a lot of plants in here, so I just haven't felt too motivated to get too many more. Um, Plus, I want to have room to start all my seedlings. But eventually, having a little cactus would be cool. I like jade plants over cacti. Yeah, I think those are both nice plants. Cactuses are so fun and interesting to look at. Um, but yeah, I like all of it really. I just love plants in general, like they make me happy. Do you have any plants at your place? Does anyone have do you have any house plants or Hello, R. Nandan Joshi. My yoga guru says yoga is overrated. Your yoga guru says that? That's kind of ironic. If your yoga guru is telling you yoga's overrated, sort of ironic there. So I guess, it depends on who's rating the yoga. I mean, overrated according to who? Like, what's the standard of rating yoga? um, I feel like yoga can feel different on different days. Sometimes yoga can feel really great. Sometimes it feels more challenging. Sometimes like emotional things come up when you're practicing yoga. When you're forcing yourself to, or you're attempting to be still. Stillness can be challenging. Movement can be challenging. Sometimes yoga can be more challenging than others. There's so many different styles of yoga. So to make a general statement like that is kind of broad, considering there's so many different styles of yoga. But I don't know if you're joking or if you're being sincere. If you're being sincere, I find that kind of ironically funny. I've done bonsai. Oh, you've grown your own bonsai? That's cool. And ikebana. Oh, cool. So you like tropicals. I like tropicals too. I mean, I'm just fascinated by plants in general. I think I mentioned the other day there's this book. It's called The Secret Life of Plants. And different polygraphs were hooked up to different plants during these like scientific experiments, and what they discovered is that a suggestion that plants have a way of communicating with each other. Plants can sense a human intention. So there's a lot more in regards to like plants. There's a lot more science behind the consciousness of plants and what they're able to sense. So it's pretty interesting if you want to check it out. It's called The Secret Life of Plants. It sounds fiction, but it's not. It's nonfiction. And it's just about scientific experiments they did on these plants. So, namaste to you, Joshi. I'm just going to call you Joshi, if that's cool. Our Nandan Joshi. Old North fisherman's trick for sore throat. Boil water about 3 cups to make it sterile. Add 3 teaspoons sea salt. Stir and let it cool down. That's what I was going to do, actually. I was going to take a break in a second and try that. That's so funny. We're like telepathically on the same page. I was going to try that. Bonsai. Yes, I would love to grow my own bonsai. I think that would be really cool. I've never grown a jade plant, but that sounds nice too. Sounds like fun. The Secret Life of Plants, the new dynamic drama TV series. I know it sounds like a fictional story, but it's actually nonfiction. That's what's funny about it. The Secret Life of Plants. Did you guys see the preview? Speaking of like plants having secrets and things, did you guys know they're making a new Avatar movie that's supposed to come out in December? Anybody watch that Avatar movie? Sort of like the Pocahontas story about nature and getting in touch with nature. Yeah, I heard it's supposed to be good. I don't know. I liked the original. Even though it was sort of a retelling of Pocahontas, I still liked it. I've never grown a jade plant or a bonsai, but I would like to. I'm really excited about just growing like plants that I can eat. One of my friends actually has an organic garden in Atlanta too. That's not too far from me. And I went there over the weekend and I got fresh blueberries from them. The way they were growing the organic blueberries, like you can tell the difference between, to me, when I taste an organic blueberry and a non-organic blueberry, it tastes different. So I got some herbs and stuff from that garden. I'm excited about growing my own. I watched Avatar on cinema. It was good. And I watched mainly on effects and technology. Yeah. Yeah, I mean the special effects are pretty good in that movie. Thank you for following me, Arn Nandan Joshi. What brought you to my channel? Do you practice yoga, Joshi? I'm gonna call you Joshi. Do you really have your own guru? Away from keyboard. I love how you say you're away from the keyboard. This new Avatar film will be better than the first, so they say. Right, so they say. I guess we can be the judge of that. I think they film all Avatar movies on sequence, or at least 2 to 3. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, with a lot of movies like that, they're going to keep filming them if they think they can make money. But I don't know. I do like the whole Pocahontas message about getting in touch with nature. I mean, I appreciate the message behind that. Has anyone seen any other good movies in theaters lately? Oh, hi, Athletic. How are you? Athletic LT? How are you today? We were just chatting about gardening, plants, and that reminded me of the new Avatar movie coming out. Have you seen that preview? Nah, my ex-girlfriend used to do yoga. I learned a little bit from her. Okay, so you were just joking. You don't have an actual guru. I was going to say, that sounds like it's likely to be a joke. Yeah, well, if you have any questions about yoga, I mean, I'm here to answer any of your questions. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 12 p.m. Atlanta, Georgia time, I'm offering a live vinyasa yoga sequence followed by just chatting. And sometimes we chat about yoga, sometimes we just chat about other topics. But I'm mostly here to be a resource and to help promote health and wellness and educate. So what style of yoga did your ex-girlfriend show you? There's so many different styles of yoga, so I'm curious, what style did you practice? Does yoga affect productivity? Is that what you're asking? Yes. Whenever I practice yoga, I feel like I can be much more productive in my life because yoga helps with blood flow to the brain. So it helps with mental focus. All the breathing practices can help reduce stress so you can function and be as productive as possible without carrying a lot of stress. I love how yoga really focuses your mind and cultivates the mind-body connection. So anytime you're practicing mindfulness on the mat, you can integrate that mindfulness into your daily life and be productive in however you want to be productive. Movement is one of the best things for cognitive ability. Everything we practice in yoga, when you're learning new movement, the brain-body connection, when you're learning how to cultivate that, it can definitely help with productivity. I used to do breathing exercise and meditation mostly. Absolutely. All the breath work in yoga has a lot of benefits for your nervous system, your immune system, your digestive system, lymphatic system, all the systems. Yoga is good for all of that, but especially the breath work and the meditation. It's really healthy. When I was little, I had this really nice plant that would close its leaf when you touch it. Plant did the same at the night time. Oh, like a Venus flytrap? It was really nice plant, but my uncle's cat ate it. Aw, that sounds sort of like a Venus flytrap. What bar are you guys talking about today? I think you mean R. What are you guys talking about? So we're just talking about yoga. We're talking about plants, gardening, The Secret Life of Plants, which is a book about the consciousness of plants and scientific experiments that have been done on plants to suggest plants may have more of a consciousness than we realize. But the verdict's still out on that. Productivity, it helps me more be flexible. There I can get more things completed throughout the day. That is just one example of how productive it is for me. Absolutely. Yeah, that's great. Athletic has been here before. Hold that thought really quickly. My throat's feeling really sore. So I'm going to take Mopar's advice. I'm going to do a little sea salt throat gargling. I'll be right back, okay? Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. What did I miss? Anything exciting? Athletic says, I'm good, can't complain. Good. I'm glad you're doing well. Who just added by the way of a follow? Oh, hello. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but B00B. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that, but hello to you. Kim Abadi. Namaste, boob. It's an interesting name. I'm not sure why you would pick that screen name, but Kim Abadi. Stizzy. Hello, Stizzy. Hey guys, so yeah, we've just been chatting about health and wellness, yoga, mindfulness, plants, and gardening. That's kind of been the topics. If you're new to my channel, looks like there's a couple new chatters. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 12 p.m. Atlanta, Georgia time, I offer a dynamic vinyasa yoga sequence followed by just chatting. So we have already done yoga today, and so now we're just chatting. Yeah, yoga can also support judo, absolutely. You know, any type of moving meditation can kind of work together and support each other. So I got this sea salt Mopar, so I'm about to try your suggestion. Last time I seen you, you were in a hotel. Yes, so I was working on a film. I'm a professional actor. They set me up in a hotel when I was working on the film, so that's why my setup was a little different. This is my home setup. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna gargle some sea salt, see if this helps my issue today. My throat's a little scratchy. Has anyone else heard that slippery elm is also really good for sore throats? Mod love. Thanks. I'm not sure what you mean by mod love, but I feel like Mopar is like my unofficial mod. Lude Prim, if he's still there, he asked me about being a mod. I don't really know what that means exactly, other than that you guys will help kick out the people who are being vulgar or negative or just trolls. But I like to see hearts. That's always a good thing. Heart equals Mopar. Yes. Hearts for Mopar. Yeah, so that's why I was in the hotel room, in case you were wondering. I was working on a film, and I had downtime before they needed me on set, so I still did my yoga sequence for you guys, because I'm trying to be consistent for you guys. Yes, mods keep chat safe for streamers and chatters. Yeah, Lude Prim, if you're there, I know you offered to be a mod, so feel free to say hello. Oh, you're leaving, John? Okay, no worries. Well, thank you for saying hi, John, and thank you for the good chatting. Thank you for the bits. I really appreciate all the bits, John. And John, you also bought a subscription, so Thank you so much. You're always very supportive. I appreciate your support, John. Yes, take care. Hi, came here for yoga. Hello, thick pad. So, every Tuesday and Thursday, I offer Vinyasa Yoga, 12 p.m. Atlanta, Georgia time at 12 p.m. And then at 1, I stay and just chat to answer any additional questions about health, wellness, yoga, and mindfulness. So right now we're just chatting. But if you have any questions about yoga, I'm also here to, talk about yoga. I can do some more demonstrations if there's a particular pose that you're working on. I'm just here to be a little more interactive with you guys after my full hour class. Aero Fit? Okay. I will definitely raid Aero Fit. That sounds like a good choice. Hi, Surgasuna. How are you? What is the difference between Vinyasa Yoga and regular yoga? So there's no such thing as regular yoga. There's probably dozens and dozens of styles of yoga. Vinyasa technically means breath to movement or flow. So you're flowing from one move to the next with your breath. So Vinyasa Yoga is typically more dynamic than you're not just holding a pose for a minute or 2 or 3 or 5. You're constantly moving. So people who want more of an active practice typically like Vinyasa Yoga. Vinyasa Yoga usually incorporates sun salutations, usually incorporates strength training, flexibility, burning calories, elevating the heart rate a little bit. But there's different styles of Vinyasa Yoga too. You can still practice gentle Vinyasa Yoga, or you can practice active Vinyasa Yoga. So that's the beauty of yoga, is there's so many different styles and there's a style for everyone. Oh, she's your sister? Yes. Okay, awesome. Aero Fit is your sister, John? Aero Fit's your sister? Cool. I'll definitely raid her. So, I work a lot with one-on-one private clients. I coach clients online. And whenever I'm working one-on-one with someone, I always ask what their specific goals are. Oh, she's your Twitch sister, so not like your real sister. I got you. Okay. So depending on what your goals are, some people are healing from an injury. Some people, they really want to build strength. They want to sculpt their body. They want to get abs. Some people want to learn funky moves. Some people just want stress relief. So depending on what your goal is, I craft sequences based on your individual goal. That's why I really like working more one-on-one with people. But for Twitch, I've been doing a all levels class with lots of options. So every Tuesday from 12 to 1 is a full hour vinyasa class with lots of options, because it's hard to accommodate everyone's needs in one class. So I offer lots of options. I want to do trauma relief therapy yoga. Yeah, no, you can definitely, yoga can be a great way to process trauma, because our emotions are stored in our body. Emotional stress is stored in our body. Trauma can be stored in our body. And all the breath work and the movement in yoga can help release and process some of that trauma for sure. Unwritten rule of Twitch streamer: choose the mod from channel chatters, and all those that want to be mod or asked to be mod will get superiority complex and things end bad. Oh, interesting. Well, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Mopar. Yeah, it's something to think about. I heard trauma gets stored in the hip region a lot, and there's positions that make you shake and release that away. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. So we actually hold a lot of emotional stress and trauma in the hips. So there's lots of yoga poses that can be helpful for releasing stored trauma there for sure. We actually did some of them today. I didn't mention how they're good for releasing trauma, but whether you're conscious of it or not, that's why you feel lighter and freer and energized and less heavy after yoga usually. So my voice is getting pretty scratchy, so I made this little saltwater hot tea beverage. I'm about to gargle it, so I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, so I just did Mopar's. Thank you for reminding me of that, Mopar. I actually feel better already. My voice, my throat feels better already. I'm not going to do that on the stream just because that would be weird. Could you hear me in the background doing that? That's why choosing trustworthy mod is important. Yes, I understand what you mean by that for sure. Did you hear me gargling? I was kind of several steps away. I didn't know if you could hear me or not. I was gargling a fair amount. I feel better already. But it's just a health tip, you know. I like sharing health tips here. So anytime you have a scratchy throat, try gargling sea salt and hot water. It already feels like it's helping a little bit. So we heard it. That's cool. Well, that way you know I'm an honest person. I was doing what I was saying I was doing. I wasn't pretending to do something else. Old trick that I learned from my grandpa that was a fisherman in the North Sea. Oh, that's cool. Sometimes our elders really do have the best advice. They really do. But only sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. So, for those of you who are really interested in yoga, I'll be back Thursday, same time. So, I usually log on around 11:45 a.m. Atlanta, Georgia time to just chat, see how you guys are doing, ask you if you have any requests for the sequence. And then at 12 p.m., I usually start the sequence. And then at 1, after the class is over, I'll hang out and chat and answer any questions. So if you're interested, for those of you who missed today's yoga class, you can also rewatch it. You know, it'll be up on my channel for a little while. Can you do a 24-hour yoga stream? So I don't really see the point in doing that for 24 hours. I think anything in excess is unhealthy. I would have to stop for food and rest. Can't tell if you're joking, but 24-hour yoga stream, I don't think that would be healthy. Yoga is about health and wellness. So if you're not sleeping, that's not good for you. So I don't really see the point of that. I mean, there were no medicines back in the day, so they did have to use herbs and plants to fight sickness. Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes the herbal way is the healthiest way. When you're trying to heal yourself with Ayurvedic methods, sometimes those methods can actually be way more helpful than pharmaceuticals. I don't know, people just do it a lot. No, I've definitely heard of people doing 24-hour streams on Twitch. But as far as doing yoga for 24 hours straight without sleeping, I just don't think that would be healthy. Also, I have a busy schedule. Twitch is just a part-time thing for me. I have a really busy schedule, so I don't have time. I work every day. I teach classes every day for corporate companies, and then I have my own company. Plus, I'm an actor, and so I'm pretty busy. I don't have time for a 24-hour stream anytime soon. I only do Ayurveda and fasting and haven't been to a doctor in 20 years. Oh, wow. So fasting is working for you, huh? No, I definitely believe in the Ayurvedic way, for sure. Definitely believe in the Ayurvedic way. Yeah, anytime I'm not feeling well, I usually try to start with Ayurvedic healing remedies first before I try other methods. So Nightbot just shared my Discord. So anybody watching, if you want to chat off of Twitch, you're welcome to click on the Discord. Sometimes I will chat on there throughout the weekend and whatnot. So feel free to join. Click on the link. streamers will do 24-hour stream for charity because usually supporting a good cause. Oh, that's nice. So a 24-hour stream, and then do they donate if they're making bits or they're getting donations, they give that donation to a charity? Is that how it works? That's nice. Kim, when is your next acting gig? So this weekend, I will be performing in a comedy sketch. Well, Saturday, I'm actually performing. Technically, it's an acting gig. I'm performing in a princess party. So I'm dressing up as a Disney princess impersonator and entertaining kids at a birthday party. That's Saturday. Sunday, I'm filming a comedy sketch for a comedy competition. So I'm excited about that. The crew that I've worked with before, they're really professional, really respectful, and very organized. So I'm excited about that one. Oh, yeah, that would be nice to do a 24-hour yoga stream to support Ukraine. Oh, that's very nice. I'm also going to be working on producing a live comedy show that will be performed here in Atlanta in July. So I'm excited about that as well. Yeah, I feel like laughter is really healing. Laughter releases endorphins. Laughter releases stress. Laughter can technically boost your immune system. Laughter can be one of the best sources of medicine. So I love comedy for that reason. And comedy can also make people think about life. And comedy can raise awareness if it's done effectively. So I like creating art that affects people in a positive way. So that's one of the reasons I love comedy. That's why I like to tickle people. Yes. It's healthy. Laughter is really good for you. Comedy is subjective, though. What makes somebody laugh might not make someone else laugh. So I like working on variety of comedic styles. Sometimes I've tried out different comedic styles. My favorite, I think, comedy type is satire, because satire makes you question life and think about life. It's more thought-provoking usually. Why do seagulls fly over the ocean? Because if they flew over the bay, we'd call them bagels. That's pretty funny. I like that. Dave Chappelle was the greatest comedian of all time at his peak. Yeah, no, Dave Chappelle has some really funny stuff out there. I have done stand-up a few times. Yes. I prefer creating comedy sketches, but I have done live stand-up a few times. I like telling like a full story with comedy, like a beginning, middle, and end. So that's why I typically like comedy sketches, like SNL, SNL, Saturday Night Live. I like that because it's more sketch comedy. I don't trust those trees. They seem kind of shady. That's funny. Where are you getting this? Where are you getting that, Mofar? He knows the dad jokes. I like dad jokes. I think dad jokes are funny. They're funny because they're cheesy too. I don't mind dad jokes at all. 145 best dad jokes that will have the whole family. That's great. That's great. I feel like it's more dangerous being a stand-up comedian ever since the Will Smith incident. Yeah. Yeah, that whole incident with Will Smith, I mean, I feel like Will Smith was just primed to be offended. Like, a lot of people nowadays are so primed to be offended. And comedy is about lightening up. And I don't really like the joke. I think the joke that Chris Rock told was kind of lame, for sure. But that doesn't mean he deserves to be punched in the face, so. But I think Will Smith learned his lesson. He had enough people making fun of him. I think he learned his lesson there. Thank you for putting the link in the Discord, Mopar. I just got that notification. Only his wife was offended. He was laughing at first. I know. That's true. So I have a few more minutes today for more chatting. And then I actually have to work on memorizing a lot of lines for the shoot this weekend. And I have to get ready to teach. I'm teaching three classes today after this, so I have to mentally prepare for those and look over my notes. What Disney princess are you playing? This weekend I'll be playing Elsa. Definitely wearing a wig. Yeah, so one of my part-time jobs is going to different going to different birthday parties and special events and dressing up as different characters, Elsa, Anna. Although with these companies, even though it's pretty much obvious that we're parodying Disney, we don't call her Elsa for copyright issues. We call her the Ice Queen, or the princess. Like instead of saying Ariel, we call her the Mermaid Princess or the Sleeping Princess for copyright issues. Even though it's pretty obvious we are imitating Disney. When I say we, these are just companies I work for. So I never call myself Elsa or Anna. Just technically we don't want to deal with, or the companies don't want to deal with weird copyright issues. But it's sort of like a parody, so I feel like parodies are fair game anyway, because I'm sort of parodying them. Yeah, if you check out my YouTube channel, there's actually some videos I posted. So sometimes when I'm driving to these events, I have to be in traffic for a really long time. So just to entertain myself, I'll like sing in the car and record myself singing in the car. So if you check out my YouTube, you'll see there's a few videos on there where I'm imitating the princesses and making up songs in my car. If you check out my YouTube channel. There's also some other comedy content on there. I just shared the link. If you really want to watch... Oh, wait, that's my yoga tube. The second link, Kimberly Hamilton Actress, that's my acting YouTube. The yoga YouTube channel where I have yoga and health-related content is Yoga Flow with Kim. My other YouTube channel is just Kimberly Hamilton Actress. So you can click on that link if you really want to see me dressed up as those characters. AeroFit is online for rating. Great. How long does it take to memorize your lines? So it really depends on the writing, honestly. So if the lines really make sense and the lines really flow with the dialogue, for instance, if someone asks me a question and it makes sense to answer it in a certain way, it's a lot easier for me to memorize lines that are written well and that sound natural and that makes sense. So natural sounding lines are a lot easier to memorize than lines that don't sound natural, the way people naturally talk. But it really just depends on how many other things I've been busy with and my mind has been occupied with. Sometimes it's harder to memorize lines when I already have a lot of things I'm processing. So just depends on the day. There's not like a set time it takes to memorize lines, but memorizing lines is just a very small part of being an actor. There's so much more to acting than memorizing lines. It's really about kind of what we practice in yoga. Letting go of the past, letting go of the future, grounding yourself in the present moment, and surrendering to the circumstances within the context of the play. Being authentic and truthful in imaginary circumstances. There's a lot of psychology that you have to study as an actor. And if you're dedicated to the craft, it takes a lot of work. It's a lot more than memorizing lines. Yes, it depends on how they're written, and how busy I've been. If I've been really busy, it can be hard to memorize lines on top of that. So I just need to take a little time to work on my lines and then mentally prepare for all the other classes I'm teaching today. But it has been great chatting with you guys. I'll be back Thursday at the same time. We'll do yoga from 12 to 1. I'll sign on a little early just to chat, and then I'll hang out for at least an hour, probably longer, on Thursday. So any final questions, comments, or concerns? Anything before I go? We're going to raid Arrowhead. Yes? Arrowfit, not Arrowhead. Have a wonderful day, Athletic and Mopar. Thank you to everyone who donated bits. Thank you to everyone who clicked on my link and donated to my work. I appreciate that. I hope you have a nice day too, Surgasuna. Thank you for all the donations. Thank you, Mopar, and everyone else. Thank you. You have a beautiful day too, Surgasuna.